Hey guys, welcome to you all. My name is Pavan Kanaja and you're watching my channel Dreamers. Hope you are doing well. In the current situation, we are all at a position for preparation, TCS and KT. Keeping that in my mind, I had created a video, but before starting that, I would like you to please like my video, subscribe to my channel and comment me if you want this type of video more, and also hit the bell icon for getting a notification update. Created some previous videos like TCS, Hack with Infi, and some related with Python projects. So you can go through that and check out. I will give link in the description below. So let's get start. The today's topic is 10 best question asked in TCS and QT. So what the 10 best question is? So have a look. So here is the question. So friends, first of all, you just watch the video, read the whole question and try to find out on your own that what the question should be. Write in a paper that my first question answer is this, my second question answer is this. Then afterwards when I will tell that answer, just match it and tell me how much you get the point in my comment section. Okay. So I'm just scrolling down and then afterwards I will come back and explain you each and every question in detail. Okay. So you can, so that you can pause the video. This is the second one, you can see over here, and yeah, this is the third one, fourth one, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth one is to be, this is eighth one, ninth one is also is to be. It's a program and you have to tell that what the error, or it will not be error, means creating any printf or print. So on the 10th position is this. So now again come to the first one. Assume int is 4 byte, char is 1 byte and float is 4 byte. Also assume that pointer size is 4 byte. That is typical case. So what is this? That char pointer p, int pointer q and float pointer r. Now you have to find the size of pointer p, size of pointer q and size of pointer r. 1 second, I just check something over here. Yeah, now I can draw. You have to find the size of this one, p, q and r. So in the law that if you have a 64 bit operating system, 64 bit operating system, OS, okay, then any pointer, you take any char, float, anything, the pointer size would be always 4 bit. Just keep in mind, always 4 bit. So over here 444 is the correct answer, because any the pointer size should be any, if star p, star q, star r, anything, any means int, char, float, double void, anything, the value should be 444. Now let's move to the second one. Continuous statement used for. You have been seen over here that you create a if condition and created some block over here, creating a condition, and now else. In else condition, you just print some means statement with semi-comma and then continue. So what it can do, and this if should be in, yeah, continue, and this should be in for loop, means any loop iteration, not it is necessary that is for loop, it can be while loop or do while loop, anything. Okay, It can be in for loop. I'm just taking an example that is in for loop. So what that continue does, if this continues whether in else position or if position, what that continues does, that it just iterate, finish the if else condition and again start with the value, incrementing the whether it is incremented, it's on your us uh, and the beginning position. The answer of this would be to stop the current iteration and begin the next iteration from the beginning. You can see that to stop the current iteration means you have to stop that iteration and begin with the next iteration, means I value, if you are incrementing the I, mostly we increment the I plus plus, and at the position of continue, before continue your I value is 3, then after incrementing I equal to 4, then again you start from here over here to stop the current iteration and begin the next iteration from the beginning. So the answer is second one. Now the third one we come from, yeah, you are saying what will be the output of the following program. This is sorry of following program. You can see over here that this thing int, what is written in the bracket, that int, and you know that very well that int, char, float, double, void are declared, means initially declared that this is the data type. You can't use them in the bracket or something else. So yeah, this can create an error. Your first answer here is correct. Error. No 0, no 10, no garbage value. This is an clear and correct error. Now disadvantages of array in C. It is most important. We can easily access each element. No, not this is an disadvantages. It is necessary to declare many variables. No, that's also not the disadvantages. It can store only one similar data type, or not of the mention about. No, the answer is this, it can store only one similar data type. Why? If you are creating int array, so only you can fill the element which belongs to the data type of int, none any other. Means if you are creating an array int of 100, so all 100 elements should belong with int data type. No char, no float, no double, no void, no nothing. Int means int. That's the disadvantages of C, array in C. But these disadvantages also have been cracked in Java. You can see that means you can store different type of variables in a array. So over here, what is wild pointer in C? This is a very important. Sometimes people get confused. What is wild pointer? The pointer which we need to write in future? No. A pointer which has had naming content? No. A pointer which had no limit? No. A pointer which has not initialized. See friends, when you write the code, so what you write when you initialize int pointer, int pointer p equal to a, means on the a block you are addressing pointer p. So means in the p block the address of a is been kept. But if you can't initialize this, just left void. Void means don't fill anything. Don't fill anything. So that become the wild pointer which has been no initialization. A pointer which has no initialization. So now on the sixth one, UML. You have been studied this UML in software engineering, unified modeling language. So this answer is correct. Not this, not this, and not this. The answer is second one. Sorry. The answer is second one. So let's move forward on the question 7. What is used for \r in C? Now, I am telling that \n is for new line. New line. Okay. \t for the new tab. New tab. Now \r. What is \r? So used to insert a vertical tab? No. Used to insert a tab? No. Place cursor at the end of line? No. Place cursor at the starting of line? Yes. Place cursor at the start of line. This answer is correct. We use \n for placing the cursor at the start of line. So now again on the next. Yeah, this is the main and tricky. See, this 8 can be printed. Okay. This can be printed because it is in 00. This can be printed, but this will not print. You can see in the content of the following printf in C, pick the best statement. I am telling this whole three 1 8 0 0 2 0 0 and 0 0 0 7 0 0 0 will print, but this 090 will not print because it is a hexadecimal number. Hexadecimal. And 090, when you convert it, come at the hexadecimal. So this one only 1/3 and 4 will compile successfully. That is, they print 8, 128 and 3, 5, 8, 4. This value is on decimal point, by binary point is 128 on decimal. Sorry, not binary, on decimal point. And this is also in decimal point, it is 3584. 84, but this is not in decimal points. So now the next question, 9th one. What's going to happen when we compile and run the following program? What's going to happen? See over here, you can see the whole program. Yeah, break is there, talent battle is there. Okay, I'm saying that everything is correct, but this, where you have initialized L, I have initialized I equal to 1 and J. I have initialized decrement of L? No. So that will create compile error. And the first one is correct. Now on the last 10th one, the compiler in C ignores all text until the end of line using. If you use this, means it is the statement you are writing for your preference, not for compiler. So this one is correct. 1. So you can get the answer from here. Okay. Yeah. Answer 444 to stop the current iteration error. It can store only one type of similar data type, a pointer which has no initialized unified modeling language. Place cursor at the start. Yeah, you can see over there. So okay friends, that's enough for today. If you please again I am telling, if you please get interested in my videos, so please like my videos, comment my videos. I had told you know that how many marks you have gotten in your mind, so please comment on the comment section, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for getting a notification of an updated videos. Thank you.